it's a lot of new people still getting on social media each and every day. It's a lot of new younger folks that have a different mindset of social media, and things are changing right now. It's not the same world that we grew up in, and that comes with the technology and, like I say, the new social media, the new Web 3. We had Web 1, Web 2. You had the www.com bubble. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had the different phones and different technologies, DVDs, CD players, MP3s. Eventually, everything changed. Nothing stays the same but change. So we at one of them pinnacle points where things are changing, and there are new people getting on social media with different mindsets. I was on TikTok the other day, and 26-year-old girl, you know what I'm saying, talking to her, she was like, that's her first time on live. So she's been on TikTok maybe 3 times. And so first time actually on a live, and I was like surprised. Like, it's still new people hopping on TikTok. And yeah, it's a lot of people that really don't even know how to work it, don't even know what's going on. And sometimes that still surprises me, because I have that mindset when I'm thinking, it's probably not everybody. I don't know if it's everybody or me, but I had that mindset like everybody has been on some type of social media. Like, so everybody's been on. I think everybody been on TikTok. Everybody been on Facebook. Everybody been on YouTube. Everybody be on Instagram. Everybody be on Snapchat. Everybody be on Telegram. Everybody be on WhatsApp. Everybody be on what's the name? A few, just different, like, group chat, different all types of different social media sites, right? Group chats, whatever. I'm thinking, Kick. I said Kick the other day. They thinking I'm talking about, it was her and another girl, right? And my homeboy. And they think I'm talking about an old Kick, the KIK Kick. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm talking about the KICK Kick, the live streaming Kick, like Twitch, right? They didn't even know about that. They didn't know about Kick. They don't know about Twitch. And, that's all, people like Casa Night or people like Speed and all them people, that's what they live stream on. And I'm thinking everybody knows about it, but majority of people do not know about a lot of these sites. A lot of these social media, a lot of these apps, and that still surprises me to this day. So sometimes that gets my brain, like, that restructure my brain to think like, okay, let me continue to do this social media, because there are still people that don't know certain things. Because sometimes I'll be on the camera, because I've been in the game for a while. I had this camera for almost 20 years, right? 20 years. I'm still young, right? But I've been having this camera since 20 years, since I was legit, right? So I'll still be thinking like everybody's been online, or everybody knows everything, or everybody has watched everything, or the entertainment is dwindling out. You know what I'm saying? People are getting social media fatigued, tired of watching social media. That's the case at some point, because we are having that social media fatigue type of thing going on, but you got to remember, there's still younger crowds that are just still getting on social media. And for older folks maybe, but there's older folks that don't know about social media like that neither. I think it's mainly just maybe a last little bit. I think Generation Z, maybe millennials or whatever, but the new crowd, even the older crowd, like I said, it's still a load of people that don't understand social media, don't know how to use it, don't watch it as much, and are just now. It's mainly like a flip. I say it's a flip. The people that have been on social media is trying to get off social media, and people that have been off social media is getting on social media. Because she was also talking to me about the girl I was on TikTok with. She has a business. She does, I forgot what kind of business she does. She does a few things, but she said her brother was like telling her to get on there, and it'd be word of mouth. You know what I'm saying? And that's how some people get their customers. And she was saying she did a lot of stuff face to face. You know what I'm saying? And I be forgetting, a lot of people still living that life offline, because I made a lot of money online. I made a lot of money online. You know what I'm saying? I made a lot of money and I lost a lot of money. But online has taught me a lot. You know what I'm saying? Being on social media, being on the web has taught me a lot over the years. So I'm kind of used to seeing certain things online. So, and I said I started off with the face to face. I still do the face to face, but then I tell the truth, I got too comfortable with the online money, just doing everything online. I stopped going out because when I first started, I was in the clubs. I was going out to the clubs, meeting people every night. When I say every night, I literally mean every night. That was where my drive came from. That's where a lot of my customers started off. And the more work you have, the more potential of more work coming back to you. And that slowed down once I had gained access to the online world. And I forgot the face-to-face. So a lot of people are still starting out. And I have to remember, a lot of people still starting out, younger age, early teens, early 20s. They doing the face-to-face thing and converting over to online, right? So that's where a lot of the money comes from, and you have to be consistent, maintain it. Now, going back to, like I say, the social media thing, there's still people, it's a big flip. People getting offline and coming online. Like, I remember I was in a video shoot, and it was like, it was at a park. It was like, I forgot what day it was. It was like a whole bunch of people at the park, right? And this young dude was like, hey, he was like, hey, Mahalachi, whatever, let me talk to you. So I went over to talk to him. He's like, oh, what you do? And I was like, I'm a director. I do videos, whatever you need, music videos, weddings. He ain't talking about no wedding. But he just the word of mouth. You might tell somebody, but pictures, I just named everything I was doing, right? Even though I ain't do a lot of stuff, you still got to just start naming stuff because you never know what somebody might need you for. I don't really stay in one area, but you never know. A customer's a customer, people, networking, whatever. So he was like, let me get your social media. He got his brother's phone. And he was like, I ain't on social media. And I could tell, I could look at the way he look. He like a young cat, like he in the streets, whatever. And he pretty much didn't have a social media. And like I came across I'm starting to come across a lot of people, especially the young cats that don't got social media. Back in the days, people used to have social media. That was the thing to do. But now I feel like now the young generation, they don't really mess with the social media like that. They don't really mess with the social media like that, how we used to mess with it, because I feel like that's just, that's just like it's just one of them things you just don't, it's not one of them things you just have to have anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's the social media online fatigue. You feel what I'm saying? But, like I said, also, it's too many apps nowadays. It's way too many apps. It's way too many. Everybody's spread it out now. Like I said, you got TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat. You got group chats. I say Telegram. You got WhatsApp. You got even Chinese apps. People getting on Chinese apps and stuff like that. You got so many ways to connect with people. Twitter, X, whatever. You got so many ways to connect with people now. Everybody's not on, back in the days, it was like Black Planet, MySpace. I'm taking it back. It was certain sites that was just it, and everybody and different sites had different ways of doing stuff, right? They had a different structure. One site was just for pictures. One site was for videos. One site was online chatting. One site was dating. One site was just, for the XXX, whatever, right? One site for this, one site for that. One site was just for notes. One site was for Gmail. You know what I'm saying? It was like different sites was just for different things. Now, it's like every site it comes in one. Every site, Instagram is like Facebook. Facebook is like TikTok. TikTok is like Twitter. Twitter is like YouTube and whatever, group chat. Now they started implementing things in the group chats like stories, and everybody got stories now. Everybody got, what's on your mind today. everybody got the same thing now, where it's like you don't have to just stay on one site. You could be on. People go to multiple sites now, right? Because it's the same thing now. And that's what kind of messed the game up, because they got so every site got so what's the word I'm looking for? Every site got so intricate, or just like I said, what's the name? What's the word I'm trying to look for? Every site got internet savvy. That's not the word I'm looking for, but including everything from every site. You know, you don't see no sense of just being on one side anymore. You know what I'm saying? And that's what kind of messed the game up. So that's, like I said, it still surprised me that people are still getting online. And like I say, it's going to change, because we're going to have so many different new apps being created. Like I say, this is the intellectual age. This is the golden age. This is like, I don't want to say the dark ages, but this is a time where people are being more creative now and finding new ways to do stuff, you know, besides just, you know, doing everything by the books. So I'm excited for it, but this is the threshold. A lot of people just it's like a lot of people losing themselves in the mix of, because there's so much going on. People don't know where to go because everything is so spread out. Like I said, everybody's not on one side no more. You might find 30 people on this side. You might find 5,000 people on this side, but it might be something that it don't even relate to what you're doing. You might find 2 people on your group chat. You know what I'm saying? You got to add people now. It's like everything is spread out now, and it's no longer social media. It's more of an interest media now. It's people are finding what they're interested in, because social media, like I say, social media fatigue, it don't drain people now, where now you want to pinpoint exactly what you need. You know what I'm saying? Like, pinpoint exactly what you want. And that comes, like I said, that comes from all these other social media sites, including so much into the site now. It's all over the place, and people just post to post, right? People are just posting to post. People are not just posting to pinpoint anything no more. People are just posting the posters to get the attention, and that's why the attention span is so short, and people are doom strolling and just scrolling and getting that fast fix. You know what I'm saying? That dopamine hit, that serotonin hit. You know what I'm saying? And just get them going. And people are looking for ideas, quick, fast ideas, quick, dope hits, and how to make them feel good hits and stuff like that. So everything is moving much, much faster right now. Everything I said, everything is moving so much faster right now. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully it gets back to a point where everything consolidate. Because people are all over, like I said, people are all over the place. People are all over the place, man. And it's not good in some factors. You know what I mean? Because now you have to change sites. You have to go somewhere else. You have to find the people instead of people finding you. You know, and everybody, like I said, social media is growing every year. You got some people getting off, but you got a lot more people getting on, right? Trade is inevitable. Everybody has to trade in somehow, you know what I mean? And you can't pretty much reach the world like that besides on social media. You know, that's just a form of communication. You can walk down the street, you can reach people down the street or down the way, and that's how everything used to work. You know what I'm saying? Going down the road, people from school, you go to college, you interact with people, you know what I'm saying? And migrate through, and that's where a lot of migration coming from, different cultures. And you get some people get tired of selling to your own people, and because we kind of know we kind of know ourselves. So it's like when you sell to your own people, a lot of people don't want to buy because it's from your own people. A lot of other people buy. A lot of other ethnic groups might buy it from you because they want to be a part of that type of story or lineage or creativity. You know, when it comes to that type of stuff, when it comes to trading and needing different things, different ways to how to express yourself. So hit me up, man. If y'all need any help, anything, man, about social media, how to work social media, ideas, mention my email, BUNGYCLIPS, bungyclips@gmail.com. If you need videos, content. You know, just want to hop on the phone call with me, conversation. If y'all want to network in some way or whatever, marketing, you know what I'm saying, promotion, whatever. Just hit my social media or the group chat. Y'all jump in the group chat. I don't charge nothing to jump in the group chat. Jump in the group chat. Link you with some other people. Whatever. Just, you know, hit me up. Social media, Bungy727, BUNGY 727. Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Like I said, WhatsApp. Get in my WhatsApp group, my Telegram group. You know, I got other things too. I gotta start writing this stuff down. But you already know what time it is. Stay tuned for another video at Bungy727. Let's go.